Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause her pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie.
Hey yogis, welcome back to the tree. It's Misha the Unicorn, and we are here for Yet another lovely installment of some beginner-friendly yoga. We're just here to open up. We're just here to be present with our bodies, acknowledging where we are today, right now at 6:35. See, I gave y'all a few extra minutes just to kind of get settled and get ready. You heard the music, so we're gonna work today, okay? We're gonna maybe get a little warm, maybe not. But either way, just be present in your body and just know that everything is an invitation. All right, so stand up tall wherever you are. Plant your feet. And look at the space between the feet. We're trying for hip distance. If you're comfortable, you can put your feet together, do your thing. This, nah. So make that hip distance, 2 fists between. Also give you that hip distance or more. I'm gonna stand up tall, kind of draw those shoulder blades back. Maybe we will take the palms forward, maybe we don't. Invitation to close the eyes. And then just inhale. Again, we always want to approach yoga. When we pull up, it's a no judgment zone. We're not thinking about it. We're not worried about it. We're just trying to be here. Can I be present? Can I just let some things go? Can I enjoy myself? Can I see what I have to offer? So let's see what we have to offer. And let today just be today. Let it be Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Turn Up Tuesday. I'm here, all right? So just breathe again. Just keep relaxing those shoulders. We're just trying to keep releasing any tension, anything that the body is just, for some reason, just wanting to hold on to. Let it go. See if we can let that energy flow through the fingers and just feel the weight of the arms. Reaching down. Again, invitation to close the eyes. Maybe we seal the lips and start to take that breath in and out of the nose. And just breathe. Full deep inhales. Full exhales. Let's inhale. Stay there. Full exhale. Last one, inhale. And then full exhale. Let's go ahead and open the eyes up. Again, rotating the palms forward, relaxing the shoulders down and away. See if we could just maybe a little lift to the chest, not too much. Just lifting up enough to stand strong. Let's wiggle the fingers, get a little life into the fingers. Just kind of wake the body up a little bit in our standing posture. So again, stay firmly planted in those feet so you don't feel like anybody can push you. So press down into the ground, press down into the mat, press the big toe down, press your baby toe down, press the inner heel and the outer heel down. See if you can connect to 4 points, or maybe take the heel and just find a center point and just press down. So ground down, feel strong in the legs. Maybe feeling the hips rotating out, and then send the pelvis forward. And just lift the chest up a little bit more, just somehow, just kind of relax, let it lift up as we're just activating everything else, taking it from the feet up, through the neck. Nice long neck. I always say, give me the chin. So just a little bit. So it kind of reminds you to stay long in the neck. If not, we go cell phone body. Don't do that to me, okay? Get up. Shoulders. And then here you can go ahead and close the eyes. Take an inhale. Full exhale. Take this time to scan the body. If there's any pockets of the body that is just resistant to this beautiful breath that you're trying to flow through every crevice, push through. Breathe in again. Exhale. Send that breath. We want everything to soften. That way when we get to moving, we're not met with so much resistance. So one more deep inhale, full and through. exhale, full release all the way out. So shake that out. Shake that out through the wrist. You can bounce that out through the feet if you like. Roll it out through the shoulders, roll them back. And then roll them forward. Continuing to inhale. And you're just kind of finding your own breath. Finding what feels good to your body. And I'll remind you, and maybe you'll hear me breathe, and it'll remind you to let go of that breath. You might have been holding on to it. It's all good, we all do it. So now we'll slow that down. And then we'll inhale to reach the arms up, lengthening out. Exhale, just relax the shoulders away from the ears, but keep lengthening out the arms as much as you can. You want to reach up to your capacity. It may change as we keep lifting. So we're going to lift up again through the chest, through the fingertips, long arms. And then exhale, turn the palms away from each other and reach the fingertips toward the floor, palms towards our side. Let's go a couple more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, relax the shoulders away. Just let them melt on down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, turn, bring them down. Let the inhale lift you up. And then exhale, just gonna float it down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, release. And go ahead, release and bring the hands back behind you. Go ahead and grab and bring the palms together if you can. Maybe bring the arms as far back as you can. Maybe hold on to the backs of the thighs. You find the grip, you lift your chest up. So wherever you are behind the back, hold on. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pressing the chest through, lifting up through the heart space. Keep inhaling. Trying to keep the weight off of the waist. We want to lift up through the spine, lift up through the chest. Kind of activating those shoulder blades by squeezing them back. We are asking them to work. So can you show up for me today? Yes. Come on, one more squeeze, open up. We've been on that phone, at that computer all day, working from home. That pandemic got us stuck. So I'm trying to get you open. So you need this. If you gotta release and then go back, release and come back. Be here. One more breath. And then exhale to release, and then shake that out. It might feel good to roll the shoulders in. And maybe we take something that feels like a bear hug. So just go for a little hug. Countering that movement. So opening up the space in the upper back, and then we'll inhale, open up wide. Exhale, cross the other hand over. So again, no goals here, just to stretch. You know, my playlists always like to play games, but I'm a win. Keep breathing, one more. We'll just start right here, see how we feel. We'll get there. And now let's inhale, open up, and then exhale, drop the hands down and back, go for that grip again. And just real soft here, so we don't have to squeeze the shoulder blades back. We just want to hold on to where we got. So we got the back of the thighs, just hold on to the back of the thighs and then lift the chest up. Don't squeeze. Don't press it through, just lift it up. Keep holding on. And as you take your new inhale, we'll reach the fingertips back behind us. So reach back, we got the palms reaching up. And then if you feel like you want a little bit more, you can take more of the chest through, but don't dump into the low back, no curving. So drop the tailbone, keep the tailbone floating down and away. We're just reaching the fingertips back. We're holding on to wherever we were. Giving the chest the extension and the love, one more. And then release. All that chest, nice and open, round it out. Take it the other way. Watch the mic. And then relax the hands down. And now inhale, reaching up. And then we'll exhale, grab the left wrist with the right hand. We'll inhale to reach up again. And then exhale over to the right side, lateral bend. Inhale. Exhale, take it back up center. Switch the hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, over to the left. Keep the chest pressing up. Don't let it round down. It's nothing to look at. So look up. One more. Inhale to reach out. Exhale, reach it up. Float the arms down. Keep that navel drawn in so the pelvis stays forward. Long spine. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, go ahead and take a forward fold. So we're just reaching the arms forward, trying to draw the fingertips toward the floor, maybe the crown of the head toward the floor as well. If it feels good, put a bend in the knees. We'll inhale, come up halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, drop it down again. If you want to make space. You can just heel toe the feet apart from each other. See if you can drop a little lower. Take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, drop it down. Now we're going to drop our glutes down like we're going to sit into a chair. Stomach and thighs, make some type of touch and connection. Release the hands forward, press down, lift up. All the way up, get nice and long, super tall. And then float the arms down. Remember to breathe, find your breath through your movement. You don't want to run out of movement before you run out of breath. So let the inhale, inhale, exhale. Let that inhale follow you. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, float down. Drop our seat back. Reaching the fingertips forward. Press down into the feet. Inhale to lift all the way up. And then exhale, float the arms down. And then just shake the shoulders out. Take a little bend, do your thing. All right? So we're gonna walk to the back of our mats. We're gonna make that hip distance between the feet again. Make sure those toes are drawing forward. Stand up nice and tall. Rotate those shoulders back, palms. You're going for that low high five, okay? Low high five. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching the hands and the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, reach the hands towards the floor. Put a bend in the knees. We're gonna walk the hands out, trying to create some space. We're gonna walk the hands out a little bit more. And we're gonna drop the knees down to the floor. Keep the toes tucked under and press back. Start to stretch out the arches of the feet. Really get into the stretch and that flexion of that knee. So again, back to us thinking and breathing into these pockets and spaces in the body. So inhale, coming back up. Untuck the toes on that exhale, take an inhale. Exhale, push back again. So now we're flexing again more into the knees. Maybe that stretch is a little deeper. But as always, we pull up with our props so we can support ourselves with our bolsters, or our blankets, our blocks. Continue to breathe. One more. And let your new inhale start to shift you up. We're gonna go ahead and tuck the toes under again. And then we're gonna walk the hands out just a little further in front of us. Making sure to draw the navel up. Not allowing the spine to dip down. We still want that nice flat back, so keep drawing that navel in. Don't hold your breath, just draw it in. Take an inhale. And then exhale, push back. Maybe we even draw the forearms down towards the floor. Maybe the elbows touch if it feels good. The shoulders are talking. And you gotta talk back with the breath. You can't ignore them. So don't hold on to that breath. Keep breathing into the shoulders. Full deep exhales, expanding the upper back. And now let's let that new breath start to shift us forward. Again, well, now we're gonna walk the knees back. So keep pressing into the hands, keep that navel drawn in, and then press all the way back again. Dropping the forearms, and maybe we send more of the chest and the heart towards the floor. Sending the hips up. Less flexion on the knees, less stretch in the arches of the feet, but real extension through the ribs and the waist and the arms and the shoulders. So I like to always remind you what we're working on, just so you know we're not here in vain. We're just not out here tooting that thing back. We working here. So one more breath, and then exhale, shift it forward. Now options, so you got choices. You can either walk the hands a little bit more forward, or you can walk the knees a step back, find your spot, rotate those elbows back. Take an inhale. Now this time we're gonna keep the hips as high as we can get them and drop the chest more towards the floor. So you can come, drop down to the forearms, and maybe here might feel like enough. So if this is enough for you and this feels good, stay here. And if you want more, option to walk the hands a little bit more forward and start to draw the chest down towards the floor. And if you find that you're hovering, making sure you keep drawing the navel in, you're protecting the low back, maintaining some control. If you want to untuck the toes, you can. And then just notice the difference in the sensation. And if you want more chest, you drop more of the chest down, but you keep breathing. So one more inhale. And whatever shape you get in, you got to make sure you be able to get out. So taking your time, start to press into the arms. You can walk the hands back. Keep walking the hands back. Long, strong arms back towards the knees. Push back enough to just lift the knees up a little bit and then rock them back down. So rock forward on the wrist, stretch the wrists out, push back, lift the knees. So we're stretching the feet, the knees, and everything. So shift forward, roll over the wrists, strong arms, so don't collapse. Keep pushing down, and then shift back enough to lift those knees up. And if you want to bring the knees on the outsides of the arms, you get to open up the hips. So maybe try that, shift forward, and then push back. Bring them up. So drop it down, shift forward, and then shift back, bring it up. And then we'll bring the knees back in, drop them back down, walk the hands out, keep walking the hands out, and then slowly start to draw the pelvis down. We're gonna put a little bend in the knees, elbows are back, so we're trying to protect the body, and just go slow until you lower all the way down. We're gonna drop the forehead down to the mat. Go ahead and untuck the toes and extend the arms back. Palms are reaching up. And you just want to let the weight of the shoulders draw down, opening up the back. We're going to extend the left arm out wide. Using the right hand, we're going to press down and start to roll over towards our left side. So start to, again, find that breath. See what's happening in that shoulder. Does it want more, or does it just want a little taste? It want a sample. You think it's Costco on Saturday mornings, just trying to get a little sample. So give it a little bit. And if you're ready to buy it, you gotta go ahead and the right arm lifts up. Maybe we can take that right foot back behind us enough to plant it down. Draw that knee up, get a little more sensation. You ain't gotta do too much. Your body, again, is gonna start yelling at you. All right? Don't let it yell, just let it talk. So keep breathing. And as you're ready, you gotta come out the way we came in. Releasing the leg. Slow return. Squeeze those thighs together so you don't just flop down. Control, get that arm down. Shifting over. Hand. We extend out with the right side. And then same thing, just slow. Sample it. Yes, see what's happening. Do we like it? Is it too salty, too sweet? Is it too juicy? Figure out what you want. And if it feels good, you feel like you're ready to buy in, lift that left arm, squeeze those thighs together. You can drop that left foot back behind you, flat foot, reaching up with that knee. Breathe. And one more. Then slow return, bring that foot back. Squeeze those inner thighs together, find that control. We're gonna bring the right hand by the underarms or by the shoulders. Draw those elbows back behind you. Shoulders drive away. The neck. And then we're going to take an inhale, press down into the hand, start to lift the chest up, lengthening out through the legs. So the legs are kind of active here, and then exhale. And then to release. Hopefully you made that one. So elbows are reaching back. So inhale, lifting the chest. If you want to extend the arms a little bit more, you can. Lengthening out the neck. Don't let the chin drop and don't let the head just drop back. And then exhale. Make sure that the knees feel the ground. Push, start to lift the chest. Draw that navel in. Protect that low back, push back. So you can take what feels like a child's pose maybe. You can make it untucked with the toes and sit further back and drop more of the forehead down. And this too releases that low back. Gets into those hips. Hey. All right. Inhale and start to bring our bodies up, coming back to that tabletop type of shape. And I'm just gonna walk a little bit more towards the middle of my mat. You know, we all love a good twist, so we're gonna bring that left knee center. We're gonna extend those right toes back. We're gonna inhale, lift that right leg, and then exhale, draw it over the outside of that left leg. So staying here. Take an inhale, feeling the sides of the waist from that right side open up, and conscious not to dump down. So you want to keep pressing down into the arms, lifting up through that navel, lengthening out the spine, long. One more inhale, full exhales. And then when you're ready, we'll take an inhale to lift that right leg, and then exhale, take it over and back. Switch it out for the left, so it's still in the center. Extend that left leg back, nice and long. And as you're ready, take that inhale, lift it up, and then exhale, cross it over. So this is all that good love in that side of that waist. So if we sit, if you drive, if you chill, we need to open up, gotta lengthen out. So one more inhale. Full exhale, and then we'll inhale to lift up, and then exhale, cross it back over, and then bring them back center. And now we'll bring the left one center. We'll inhale, lift the right one up. Exhale, left leg goes, right leg goes over the left. And now we want to drop that knee down. So see if we can release the knee to the floor, untuck that toe, and leave the hands where they are and push back. So you can see where the intensity is. You can keep pushing back, and then you start to feel maybe some of the knee. One or two of them may start to lift up depending on how far back you try to go. So we want to be able to keep the knees on the floor and just extend the stretch in the outside of that hip. If you want to try with the toes tucked, you can do so. See if that ignites something else. Did you get in there? Did you find that little piece? So one more inhale. And then we'll exhale, shift it forward. Untuck the toes if they're tucked. Lift the right leg up. Extend it, bring it back. Same for the left. Make sure you draw that navel in, long spine. Get your yoga body ready. Extend back with the left leg. Toes drawing down. Keep pressing through that heel. Strong leg. Strong before you lift it. Is it strong before you lift it? I'm gonna make you keep pressing back. All right, I believe you now. Now inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, cross it over. Now drop that knee down. Notice the sensation and notice the difference in what I just did. I was able to drop it easily on the other side and not so much on this one. You can't force the body to do something it's not ready for. I'm gonna leave it right here. And I'm gonna let that breath flow. So I need to extend my breath to my outer right hip. Where does yours need to go? Talk to your body. And again, look down at the fingertips. Spread the fingertips wide and get ready. Take that push back. So now extend that stretch. Again, toes are tucked or untucked. Your game. Inhale. Full exhales. We'll take one more. Okay, one more. All right, now we can come out. Take an inhale, shifting forward. Go ahead and extend that left leg up and over, bringing it back. And now we'll widen the space between the knees. And now we'll widen the space between the knees. Keep the toes where they are. Now we'll widen the space between the knees. And now we'll draw the feet in. So just walk the toes in as much as you can. And if the toes touch, they touch and shift back. Feel that. What is that? Ooh. Just come. It's a journey. Yoga is a journey. Every teacher is going to take you on a different journey. Let's just have an adventure. So one more breath. And let's go ahead and shift it forward. Walk those toes out to where the knees are maybe. And if you're feeling it, take a shift back. And remember, I am giving you all I got. So just inhale, be here, wherever your here is. Keep drawing that navel in. Shoot those hips back. Push back into the hands. Find that new level. What else do you have? One more. All right, I love you. Let's come back. So shift forward, walk the feet in. Press down into the hands, lift the knees up. Beginners, push down, push back. Walk the hands back. Wrists and knees touch. I'm gonna flip the palm over because I love you. You gotta stretch those wrists out. So flip the palms, so be on the backs of the hands, push down. See how the body loves that. And then let's flip it over again, shifting over the wrists. So we're on the palms now. Again, shift over the wrists. Now flip the palms, and maybe try that, shifting over the wrists. Again, just think about your body. Maybe that's not what you need. Maybe you try the fist. Make a fist. And just press down as you continue to build strength, confidence in your body, like I got this. All right. I will take the fingertips out to the side, and then press down, shift forward here, just a taste, and then we'll shift side to side. You work the body, you rest the body. So don't let the chest dump down, keep using that evenness in our pressure, that balance that we're building, side to side. Now let's find some stillness. We'll go ahead and untuck the toes. And then we'll shift our weight over to the side and extend our legs long. Trying to come flat to our sits bones. So sometimes you got to get yourself out of the way. More ways than one. See how that yoga just show up? So again, sit up. Draw that chest up. I want to try to get a size bigger. All right? Feel that. Hold on to this. Close your eyes and just feel this sensation of staying lifted. And as you feel that, extend through the legs, through the backs of the legs, through the hamstrings, maybe pressing through the heel. And drawing the toes back towards the face. And if this is not really suiting the body, and maybe you're just feeling just overstretched, you can put a bend in the knees. You can also take your props, your blanket, roll them up and put them underneath your knees. So take a breath here. So whether the legs are extended or slightly bent, we're going to take an inhale to reach the arms up. And then exhale as we extend to reach forward, reaching toward the toes, reaching toward the ankles, the shins, or the knees, and drawing the forehead toward that same space, not down. So don't round into the back. We're going to lift up and have a long spine as we reach the crown of the head forward. So we fully lengthen out the back, lengthen out those glutes, lengthen out those hammies. You're going to hear it in almost every class. I'm trying to get you ready for the splits. And the splits doesn't have to be your goal, but I want to be able to stretch out that whole body. I want you to feel confident throughout your whole space. So we got to lift, we got to extend, we got to be present. So keep breathing in your forward fold. And now we'll release wherever the hands are, extend forward, take an inhale, and then exhale to lift it all the way up. And then we'll exhale, we'll just float, bringing the arms down. So inhale, reach up, still pressing through the heels. Exhale to forward fold. So again, reaching forward, the same forward fold we did when we were standing. We just do it while we're sitting down. Reaching and extending out. See if we can lift up through the chest even more so. And if you want to draw the head down, you can start to draw the head down or draw the elbows toward the floor, forearms toward the floor. Continuing that breath. You gotta find the breath that is suitable to your body. Is it following you through your movements? So one more inhale. Full exhale. And then we'll drop the hands off to the side. So right hand off to the right side, left hand to the left. Wherever your hands are. Spread the fingertips wide, push down, lengthen out the arms. So we want nice long arms wherever they are, doesn't matter. Wherever the arms are, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, almost feeling as if you're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. And now press down, keep walking, 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 walking the hands back until they meet the sides of the hips. And then we're gonna walk the hands back again. So that's where that little stretch came in handy again. So now as far back as you can get the hands, we're trying to get the whole palm down to the floor. So walk the hands back enough to keep the palm on the floor. Press down into the palm and lift the chest. See if you can rotate those shoulders and those elbows back. And if you can stay active in the toes, cool. If not, you can relax the feet. And just stay here for the lift. And one more inhale. Full exhales. And then slowly take your time as you walk the hands back to the sides of the waist, right by the hips. We're going to walk the left hand out again, enough to keep the palm flat. Press down, send that chest up, reach up with that right arm. So take an inhale to lift it up. Exhale to reach it over to the left. And feel that little bend happening on the left side. Feel free to walk that hand out a little bit more and support more of a side bend. And you want to be conscious to keep the chest lifting up, not letting it roll down, but keep the chest lifted. And if you want to drop the hand back behind you, so just bend the elbow where it is, or bend it back behind you. So dropping the hand and bending the elbow, sending it back behind you. One more breath. Full exhales. And as you inhale to lift up and reach out through that right side, we'll exhale to extend, coming back up straight. And dropping the right hand down to your side. And then doing the same on the other side. So walking that right hand out. Palm flat. Reaching up with the left side. Full length on the left side of the body. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale to bend over to the right. And if you want to walk that hand out more so, you can support more of a bend, more of an opening. Continuing to stay steady in your breath. So there'll be moments where it may feel a little bit more challenging. We don't want the breath to increase the speed. We want you to come back to the one that you fostered that was so beautifully inhaled. Full on those exhales. Last inhale to reach up and over. And then exhale, take it down. And then rolling the shoulders out. We're gonna open up and widen the legs, make some space. So you can go as wide as you want. Toes are drawing up. And we can go ahead and bring the hands to the waist. And again, making sure that the chest stays lifted. We'll kind of draw the elbows back to encourage the chest to keep kind of pressing forward. So we'll inhale to lift. And then exhale, start to draw the chest down toward the floor. Keep those elbows pressing back. Maybe draw the toes up if you want to feel a little bit more sensation in those hamstrings, because you're going to feel it. Just if you want a little bit more. One more inhale. Full exhales. And now let's go ahead and inhale to lift up again through the chest. Use that core. Feel strong in that lift. Coming straight on up. Relaxing the arms off to the side. Me and my mic, we're best friends again, just like our breath. We're just talking. We're talking. So right hand to the outside of the right leg. And then we're going to start to kind of creep the fingers and walking them toward the heel. Let the chest lift up and open up. And then we're going to reach the left arm up and over, reaching the left fingertips toward the right toes. So not to curl to find them. Stay lifted up, reaching up through the left side. See if we can reach toward the toes. Continuing with that breath. One more inhale. And then exhale, reach up. Drop that left hand on the outside edge of that left leg. Inhale, reaching up with the right side. And then exhale, right hand over toward the left toes. Keeping the chest headed center. So do not let the chest draw down toward the thighs, just reaching up. Maybe feeling like the heart is going up toward the ceiling. If you're outside, it's going up towards the sky. Wherever you are. Find the light. Let the chest reach toward the light. And if you have no light, be the light. Shine that thing. One more inhale. Full exhale. And then inhale to reach up. And then exhale, drop it down. Left heel draws toward the inside of the right thigh. Trying to draw the left knee down toward the floor if that feels comfortable. Again, always use the props. Prop yourself up using a blanket or a block. So again, lifting up with the chest. And then draw those right fingertips toward that right heel again. Drawing the chest up again. Find the light. Inhale, lift up through the left side. And then exhale, see if you can reach over again towards those right toes. One more inhale. We'll just inhale real quick. And then exhale, coming back over and down. Extend the left leg out, switch it out to the right. Right heel draws in. Noticing any differences from side to side. Again, one drop down and one got a little space. Again, put a prop here or just find the ease in it and know that it would eventually make its way down. No discomfort, then you can stay. No pain, you can stay. So left hand to the outside edge of the left leg. Inhale, reaching up through the right arm. And then exhale over towards the left toes. Right fingertips towards the left toes. And you can hold on to the ankle if you feel like it's giving you more support. You can drop the hand down and press into the palm. And again, keep shining the heart, keep lifting up through the chest. Opening up the waist on the right side and just energetically still drawing that knee down toward the floor. One more inhale. Full exhales. And now inhale to reach up. And then exhale to draw it down. Opening up the leg again. Right hand towards the right ankle. Left hand towards the left ankle. Walking the hands out as much as you can get them. Draw the shoulder blades back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to draw the chest down towards the floor again. And if the hands feel comfortable here, you can leave them here. If you want to bring the elbows inside of the legs, you can go ahead and try that. So just try anything with the arms in between that space that you've made between the legs. Folding them, maybe dropping the forehead down, taking a little siesta. We're extending them out in front of you. Trying that, seeing what that feels like. And activate those toes here and there. You can point them out and draw them back. And point them and draw them back. But take another breath or two in this space, in this shape. Continue to release anything that was just a little stiff. Maybe it's not as stiff as it was earlier. And as you complete that last breath, wherever you are, take an inhale. And then exhale, start to draw yourself back up. Lifting the chest, lengthening out through the spine. Stay lifted. We're going to lift that right leg up, bring the center, and then left leg up and center. Point the toes, bring them back. Point the toes and bring them back. And now we're going to plant the feet down, knees drawing up towards the ceiling. You're going to walk the knees back as much as you can towards the chest. As much compression as you can find comfortably. Get it. Get there. Send the chest going toward the knees. Lifting the heart up and over. So we're staying out of the crunch zone. So we lift up. If you want to hold in front of the shins, you can. Shoulders keep drawing away from the ears. If you would like to bring the arms underneath the thighs, you can do that as well. And then we'll draw the toes in toward the knee. And here we get to shift back enough to maybe bring one of the heels off the floor. If we did one, maybe we try the other one. And if we did 1 and 1, maybe we can hit that 2, bring them up. So you feel like you gotta grab them and hoist them up, get them up there. And once you get them up there, find that yoga, lift the chest, draw the shoulders away, keep the chin out of the chest. Maybe play around with the toes by pointing them. Maybe you draw them back in. Just gaining control of this body, letting you know what's up. One more breath. And then exhale slowly, take your time, drawing the heels back down towards the floor. Balls of the feet down towards the floor. We're gonna bring the hands towards the knees, bring the feet to touch, and then soles of the feet to touch, and then the knees drop out to the side. So just pay attention to the body. Do that little scan again. Send the chest up. Energetically allow the knees to drop away as they feel comfortable. So they're going to give you what they have. Don't push. And you can hold on at the ankles. You can hold at the shins, knees, wherever you like. Sending the chest back up, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Finding that opening, the space between the hips. Sometimes so resistant. It's like, I just want to feel open. I just want to feel relaxed. And we can't press the issue. You can't nag the body. It's going to resist. So we got to talk to it softly. We got to talk to it nicely. We got to come in there with that loving voice. Excuse me, body. I really love you. And I just need you to allow my hips to open up a little bit more. That's it. They listen when you talk nice. Okay? So go in there with the soft voice. Inhale. And then full exhale. Just find that little release. You're going to feel it. Now bringing the left heel in a little bit more and walking the right toes out. We want them to be in alignment with each other. One in front of the other. If your left is your right and your right is your other left, do that. Just one in front of the other. Point both toes, and allow the knees to just, again, drift away. And lift up through that chest, shoulders away. And just breathe. Try to release any tension, anything that kind of wants to hold the knees up. We want them to relax and release down. And here we'll just take a little shift side to side. See if we can get the knees toward the floor. We're trying to keep as much of our glutes and our hips pressing down. So you see, maybe have more action on one side, less on the other, and it's okay. I'm not gonna force it. Just energetically moving side to side, the same as I would if everything looked the same. So one more. And then we'll take our time, shift the feet. Left in front, right behind, or left, right, wherever you got it. Find that lift of the chest as always. You know what we're doing. Shoulders are back and away. And maybe we try something different with the arms. If the hands weren't at the knees, you can do press them, like just plant them. Don't press, just plant. Let them sit. You can take the arms behind you if you want. You can plant the hands down and push and see how that feels. So if you take the hands behind you, let the fingertips reach forward and press down into the palms and see if you like that. You may not. But that's why you got choices. So come on, one more inhale. Full exhale. wherever you have found yourself in this place of acceptance, of love, and just honoring what we got going on, we'll mindfully and lovingly come on back to this shape. Feel it here. And now we'll take the right foot, just wiggling it even more so in. Scoot it over. And then take the left one, scooch it over. And fix everything that feels like it needs to be fixed. Now we're gonna lift the left leg up. And see if we can bring the outside edge of that ankle by that right knee. If this feels good, you can stay here. You can find any variation of this. And again, something that can be propped to fill up any spaces, any gaps, any nooks and crannies. You can fill that up with your props. And then stay for a breath. We're going to take the left hand towards the outside edge of the right knee. Start to draw the chest towards the right. Twisting into the low spine. Dropping that right hand back behind you. You can find where you'd like to direct the fingertips. So they can be directed toward the right. You can direct them back. You can twist them back, and press into that palm so you get additional lift and you find more opening, more space. We're trying to find more space, more space. That's what we want. The space and the breathe, the space and the capacity to open up and just watch it just find itself on so many levels that don't have nothing on the way yoga. I'm trying to tell you. So press down to get it. And then as you're ready, don't just let the body flop. Slowly unwind. Stay lifted. And now we'll switch it out. So drop the left under. And take that right ankle up and over towards that left knee. Finding the shape for yourself, for your body. What does it look like? And when you find it again, sit up, yoga body. Take 2 breaths here. And when you've completed that second breath, we'll go ahead and take the right hand towards the outside edge of the left knee. Start to find that twist, lifting up. So stay lifted in the twist, taking the chest to the left. And again, option to stay here. If you want to drop that left hand back behind you, you can. Sending the fingertips whichever way you want. And when you find that space, press down into the palm. Lift. Again, not holding on to the breath so we don't hold on anywhere else. So stay breathing. Stay lifted in your twist. Stay long. One more. And then take that full exhale. Take your time coming back center. We'll release the legs. We'll send them out long. You can widen the space. And then just shake them out. Do one at the other. Slap them down to the ground. Do your thing. And then we're going to draw those big toes in and then baby toes out, big toes in, baby toes out. Just kind of rotating through the hips a little bit. And then we're going to create a little bit more space there and engage our core a little bit more. So we're going to take a little tilt back. And here we don't want to just dump into the low back and round the chest in. We want to keep the chest lifted, open, all up in here, so open. And then just slowly kind of releasing down, just opening up the space here in these hip flexors. Chin out of the chest. When you find your marking, you're like, okay, I'm done. Come back up. And when you come up to stay up. You take an inhale there. And then you exhale, float it back down. Again, chin out of the chest, nice and long. Look up, just keep the gaze up. And when you find your zone, come back up. So we can't skip the core. We're gonna tackle every piece of the body. Come on, core, one more. Get that lift up. Let that exhale float you back. Get yourself a new breath, take an inhale. And then exhale all the way up. And then just take a forward fold if that feels good to you. And then you can also shift side to side in your forward fold. So really taking the chest from knee to knee. So knee to knee with the chest. Maybe drop it down in the center. Take it to the knee, drop it down. And last one if you're here. And then go ahead and lift all the way up. Draw the feet together, nice and long. Toes drawing back. And then plant the feet, walk the knees back. Find that compression. So we either in front of the shins or behind the thighs or nothing at all. Chest is lifted. So hold on to wherever you want or go one-handed. Toes draw up. And we'll take a little shift back. You can do one and one. So lift up one and then take the other one with you. And be mindful to hold on, so don't let anything slap. Keep yourself lifted up. Lifted is the word of the day. Okay, so stay lifted. So again, if you want to go both arms, chest and thighs. Knees up towards the ceiling. Point those toes. And if we're ready to just take it one extra notch, because we can, and we should, and we can, and we could, and we can, and we should. Let's get a little kick out with that right leg. I ain't gonna even look. I ain't looking. All right, get it back. If it felt good on that side, I ain't gonna look on this side, so just kick that left side out. Go ahead. Don't think about it, just let it go. All right, take it back. Now I'm looking. Let's go, right side, kick it out. Send it up. Just give me every bit of lift that you got, all the way up. And then bring it back. Left side wants some. Kick it out. I'm looking. Come on. Give it to me. And then take it back. Toes draw in. Slowly reach the heels to the floor. Take your time. So annoying right now, right? There. Made it. Now soles of the feet touch. Knees drop off. Grab those ankles. Grab. So hold on to them. Lift up through the chest. See if you can make more space between those hips. Take an inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. So maybe you draw those elbows out and they can just drop onto the knees. Not pushing, we're still not pushing. We're just dropping down. Giving a little bit more positive energy that way. One more. And now take your time as you inhale to lift up. And then exhale, start to draw the knees together. Hands or no hands to bring them together. And we're gonna drop the knees off to the left. Keep them together as much as you can. Draw them to the left. And see if you can send the chest up. Grab onto the shin or the knee or that right leg or the left leg. Either one of those legs. Hold on. And now the chest comes back up. Now we're gonna take that right leg. Just listen, take that right leg back. So extend that right leg back. See if we can get the right knee and the left heel to either touch or separate. And if we find it, that means right hand, right knee, left hand with the left knee, and there's a lift. One more. Full exhales. Go ahead and bring that knee back. Squeeze, lift. Drop them to the right side. You just gotta do the other side. Drop them down. Lift up through the chest. And if you like this and this feels right, stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can slide that left leg back, left knee towards the right heel. Stay up. One more breath. And now let's take it back. So bring that left knee back in. Squeeze them toward each other. Draw them up. Find that compression. Squeeze all the way in. Find a little bear hug. We're going to drop the chin in towards the chest. Forehead down towards the knees. Curl up into that little ball if you can get it. Stay here for one full inhale. And then full exhale. And then we'll open up, start to uncurl this ball that we've created. Extending our bodies and coming into our flat Savasana shape. So extend the legs long, rolling down towards the back. Feel free to make as much space as you want. Opening up the fingertips. If there's any additional stretching or releasing that your body needs, go ahead. But from here, we're just reminding ourselves and loving ourselves and appreciating ourselves for showing up. We're getting that love in, getting that work in. Maybe we broke a little sweat, maybe we didn't. All good. But we moved intentionally and mindfully. We didn't put any judgment on this body, we just allowed it to perform. We didn't push it. We didn't nag it. We just talked to it. So be kind to yourself, be kind to your body. Day to day is going to be different. Let your breath flow fully and completely through your body from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Oh, and with all of that, let's go ahead and roll on over. Give me a breath. Give me an exhale. Keep using that breath, that energy, that momentum. If you'd like to, you can shift up. Find me in our last shape. And if not, stay laying down. My breath, my voice will find you. Thank you again for showing up, for supporting us here at the tree. We appreciate you, we honor you, we love you. We will see you here tomorrow. And namaste.